OBC thrust and try and look at why this push matters, especially where the BJP has gained. Let's look at some of the Congress ruled states. What's happened in the Congress ruled states? How, according to the exit poll, have the Congress ruled states, Congress and the INDI Gathbandhan performed? Let's look at Himachal Pradesh, Karnataka and Telangana. Overall, the total of 49 seats from these three states. The NDA is actually taking 34. The BJP is taking 32. And where Congress ruled states, the Congress is holding on to only 11 seats. 11 seats. So in a straight fight in 40 in Congress ruled states, the Congress has not been able to max out its advantage that it's a Congress ruled state. And if it's not been able to do that here, can it actually then go ahead and claim a number where it is going to push the INDI alliance to 295? The Congress has to win more than 140 seats if the INDI alliance has to get par 272 and reach that 295 figure. Is it happening when the three Congress ruled states, the BJP is returning far better numbers, Zakir? That's been the question. We are not saying we don't accept. How is it coming when you're in your own forte and straight fights, you're not being able to deliver?
No, to my mind, the two states where the Congress could have and should have actually done well is Karnataka and Telangana. 28 seats in Karnataka, 17 in Telangana. But as per the News 18 exit poll, NDA and the BJP will continue to get more or less what they got last time. Remember, last time they had 25, the BJP, and 1 Sumalata, so 26. This time, the News 18 poll says they'll get between 23 and 26. So the downside risk, this is one of the states where people thought, BJP will really be hurt. And I'm really, surprised in a sense, because half the state, the southern part of the state, the old Mysuru plus Bengaluru region voted before the Prajwal Revanna CD came out. The remaining 14 seats, North Karnataka all the way up to Belgaum, voted after the CDs came out. Whether or not it has an impact, because, yes, you can say JDS has no role or very limited role in North Karnataka. Fair enough, that's a logical point. But to say that that story itself has no impact in the half of the state, the northern half of the state, that's something that I frankly found it surprising. And to say that the Congress is down to just single digits, 3 to 7 seats, despite the fact that just a year ago, in May 2023, they had 135 MLAs. That's number one. Number two, the state of Telangana, where just 6 months ago, in December of 2023, the Congress came in with 66 MLAs. 66 MLAs. The News 18 poll says BJP will get 7 to 10, the Congress will get 5 to 6, and the BRS will be between 0 to 2, which again is fascinating. I understand the BRS part because, to my mind, and I get, I travel to Hyderabad, a lot of people said this, BRS is not a player in the national election. Fair enough. This is a straight fight between the Congress and the BJP. But having won 66 MLAs just 6 months ago, less than 6 months ago, to be reduced to number 2 party with 5 to 6, and BJP from 4 MPs to go to 7 to 10. And we talked about this whole, regional almost divide. If you look at the state of Telangana, the northern half is where the BJP got a bulk of its MPs from. It basically got it from Adilabad, Nizamabad, the whole northern part of the state. This time around, I don't know why the magic wall is jumping between Telangana and Karnataka, but this time around, if the News 18 exit poll number holds, they'll have to win a lot more in this part of the state. So seats like Shevela, seats like Malkajgiri, these are seats that the BJP is targeting. Zahirabad, these are seats that the BJP is targeting. Even Medak, which is the home constituency of Mr. KCR and his family, even that they are targeting. But whether or not it'll happen, we'll have to see. I mean, if it happens, it's a big thing. Because principally, then the politics of Telangana is between these two parties. It's between BJP and Congress. BRS is not so much of a player.
There was just quickly adding, there was a lot of talk when the assembly elections happened that the BJP is backing the BRS. That's why Kavita Kavlakuntla was not arrested. And the talk on ground with the Congress party was that Congress went in and Revant Reddy actually moved in, and the Congress moved in to say, ये दोनों तो साथ में है. If you are going to vote against the BRS, vote for us because we'll make the government here. When it comes to the center, then Kavita is behind bars and it's PM Modi on the ticket, and those voters turned around and said, center will vote for the BJP.
You're absolutely spot spot on, Anand. And if you remember, before the assembly election, which the Congress swept, one of the reasons why the Congress swept that election was that soon after the BJP president there was an issue
Bandi
there.
Sanjay, he was the
So
one going after
immediately-
BRS and he was moved.
immediately after that, because of the issues that you said, there was an exodus of people from the BJP to the Congress. Right? And that was essentially because people said, okay, there was a perception, rightly or wrongly, that the BJP is not serious about that assembly election. What has happened this time is, among the seats that Zaka named just now, several of them are being BJP candidates are from the BRS. One of them was a number 2 to Mr. Chandrasekhar. So what has happened is that because the BJP is a serious player in the Lok Sabha election, is fighting it seem to be fighting it seriously, and that's important. And Mr. Modi is the ticket. So the serious politicians who are power players, who were looking at which side to back, a lot of them have come back to the
So
BJP.
I met KTR in Hyderabad and he told me something very interesting. In the 17 seats, there are 10 seats where all three candidates, BRS, BJP and Congress candidates, used to be with the BRS at some point in time, which is a fascinating
So it's a
story.
huge transfer.
Let's go. Sumant Raman, Smita Prakash and Swapan Das Gupta with us. So 2-3 aspects. We are focusing on the South again. We are focusing on some of the aspects, gains. Congress ruled states. Again, the BJP is actually doing better. And then we'll go back onto and dwell on this entire OBC aspect also. Is the growth of the BJP is also because it's spread its wings and it's looking at grooming more OBC leaders across the board, across states. Swapan Das Gupta ji.
I think there are two aspects to it. And I think the first, which was alluded to earlier, in Telangana, you've taken a lot of BRS people. Now, that's a strategy which has been followed, time-tested strategy of actually cannibalizing parties like the Congress in Assam, cannibalizing the TMC in West Bengal, and cannibalizing the BRS in thing. And again, I'm sure that that's going to be followed in Tamil Nadu also, where with the Anna DMK being very, very vulnerable at this point. As far as the OBC factor is concerned, I think perforce, today we can say with a degree of conviction that BJP has become more or less an OBC dominated party, with the OBCs having control over a lot of the decision making of the state, of the party at the state level. I think that transition has happened, and in places where caste politics hadn't been so marked, like in West Bengal, they've managed to put in the OBC factor into the map, the social map, the socio-political map of the state. And I think that's going to be a very, very important factor. Whether that has any adverse long-term relationship with the Dalits, as often happens in Uttar Pradesh and Bihar, is something we'll have to watch out for. But for the moment, I think that social engineering, which the BJP always believed should be there, has come into effect in eastern and southern India.
Southern India. Smita Prakash, for the Congress and the INDIA to even go there and thump 295, the Congress has to win at least 140, 150 seats, for which they had to go not just win big in the straight fights with the BJP in the north, but also in the Congress ruled states, they should have maxed out. But they are not. It's the BJP that's doing much better.
Yes. True. Do you want me to talk
Yes,
about
yes.
the South, or do you want me to talk about the
South
Congress? If I
yeah.
can be... Okay. In the South, you mentioned... Yeah. Okay. Yeah. In the South, you mentioned Telangana. Now, the BJP has eaten into the BRS. Yes, the cannibalization, I understand. But more than that, I think the BRS made the cardinal mistake of changing its name from TRS to BRS. I think it lost its focus from being a regional party